The outdoors should be fun. Nothing is more boring than your old, nasty headlamp. And that's where Third Eye Headlamps TE14 comes into play. Today we're going to be looking at the TE14 from Third Eye Headlamps. Let's go over the specs. This headlamp weighs 1.76 ounces or 50 grams. That's without the batteries. This little guy is powered by 3 AAA batteries and it's priced at just under $50. Okay, now that we've gone over those really awesome specs, let's go over the features. Okay, so the first feature that I want to go over, and it's probably the most important one, is on 3 AAA batteries, you are going to get 30 hours of burn time, and that's on high. On low, it can go 130 hours. 130 hours. I couldn't even test the low because I didn't have that many hours to spend wasting my life on putting this on low. But what I did do is I put it on high for 24 hours. And it did awesome. It was still lit. If it goes high for 24 hours, really that's all I need. Because if this thing gets like clicked on or something like that, I want to know that I still have battery life left to be able to finish out a backpacking or camping trip. That being said, this throws light from one Cree XP LED light. You can see it on the inside. I'll show it here in the B-roll. This thing will blind you. So there is a warning on the package of the headlamp and it says, do not look into the LED. Now, I was like turning it on to try to film B-roll for you guys and I pretty much blinded myself. It is super bright. So I know the warning says don't look into it. I'm just an idiot and actually looked into it. So take it from personal experience, don't. To turn it on, there's these 2 little buttons on the right side, which most people are right-handed. If you're left-handed, comment down below, because Dad, I'm sorry. You do 1 for full brightness, 2 for medium, 3 for low, and 4 puts it into a strobe or SOS. Okay, and then when you hit it the 5th time, it'll turn off. If you wait 2 seconds, like say I have it on high and I'm gonna go do whatever, and then I hit it again, it'll turn off. So the other one is the left side, and the left side is red. And those are just like your normal LED 5s. And with just 1 press, both of them will turn on. And then the second one is a red strobe. So where I find this really useful is a mating call towards my wife. I'll put it on 2, and then the kids don't understand why I have these strobes on, and then she can let me know that she doesn't want to or that she has a headache by just shining 1 big bright white light at me. But if she feels like dancing, then she can double up. I mean, really, that's the only reason I would use it. Comment down below on what you'd use those 2 flashing red lights for. I'd be really interested to find out, actually. Okay, let's keep going with the features. This has an IPX rating of 6 or IPX6, which basically means that this is waterproof, and I wouldn't put it any lower than grabbing it out of a puddle of water. I did test this out and it's fully sealable, and I held it underwater for 2 minutes and it's totally fine, still works, no big deal. The seal on the inside did a great job, and that is why it gets its rating. You can go in any rainstorm, you can go running in the rain, hiking in the rain, camping in the rain, you can drop it in water, and I think you're gonna be totally fine. So the other feature of this is that it has a tilt. So when you put it on your head, as I will do right now, and a lot of times when you talk to someone, it gets very annoying when you're looking at someone and you have your headlamp faced at their eyes. If you tilt it, it's now faced at other stuff. You know, now you can have a conversation with ambient light in the area. It's a really nice feature to have. The next feature that I'm gonna go over is that they have a million different types of headbands. Where I really find this useful, this is the Sespe blanket. This one is awesome. I really enjoy just their originality in their headbands. They're super comfortable, they're machine washable, and for the most part, they're really customizable. I don't think anyone's gonna have like the same headlamp as you, although if everybody really likes this, which I'm sure they do, you're gonna see a lot of these. The other really cool feature along with your headband is that if you can see the gray right there, see how it has a split in there? You can just unattach the headband and then reattach a new one if you had 2, and then you're off to the races and you're ready to go without a stinky headlamp. That's gross. Okay, what are my final thoughts on this headlamp? The Third Eye Headlamp TE14, I think this is a great entry-level, sub-$50 headlamp, and I really think that most people should have this headlamp as like their general headlamp. I was working underneath the van with this thing, I was walking around the house, I was going in the backyard, trying to look for my dog, I was doing a whole bunch of other menial tasks that required a headlamp at night. And really, this thing is super bright. At 168 lumens, if you're gonna be cooking outdoors, doing campfires, finding your dog in the wilderness, this is totally fine. You don't need 1,000 lumen light to do that. These things are super nice, they're really good quality, and they're really sustainable. All of the plastic is recycled and non-toxic and no BPP, BPA. And I really think that this is such a great company that they're putting as much thought into the earth as they are into their headlamps. They are 1% for the planet, and I really think that they're doing an awesome job. Who is this light for? This headlamp, head torch, headlight, whatever you want to call it, is for the weekend warrior. With all of this ingenuity and sustainability plugged into this headlamp, hippies, you guys are gonna love this. The last person that I think is going to love this headlamp, get ready for it, is the Weekend Warriors kids. I think this is a great kids headlamp. It's super bright, it's light, it's fun, it gets kids out into the outdoors. And what kid does not love a headlamp? So the Weekend Warrior kids, this is for you as well. Hey, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, thanks for staying to this point in the end. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little trick. If you don't want your headlamp going off while you're backpacking, camping, wherever, just take one battery out of it, duct tape it to your light, then it'll never turn on until you really want it to. Oh.